Welcome back to my YouTube automotive channel. In today's video I will show you how to remove and replace front fender on a 2006 Dodge Grand Caravan. This is the fourth generation of these vans and it was made from 2001 all the way up to 2007. I am replacing mine because it's completely rusted through. Now I got the same color used RAM from a salvage for $50, but you can also find brand new ones online for maybe $80-90, definitely under $100. And yeah, but you'll get them primed, so they will still have to be painted, so your best bet is try to find one on a salvage. Okay, so I just removed the fender on a salvage and there is quite a bit of work to it. So I will try going step by step and showing you each screw that has to be removed and how to remove it. We'll start from the top part. So first I will have to remove the passenger mirror because there is a screw hidden just under this plastic cover. So first open the passenger door and first you'll have to remove a screw that's hidden right here. And it's a Torx screw T27. Okay, so this is the screw. Once you remove it, it's quite long and the mirror is still held by two of these, and to access them you will have to remove this top plastic cover on the mirror to access those two screws behind it. To remove this plastic you'll have to use something like this or a flat screwdriver. Just pry it here underneath to loosen it up, and then what you will do, okay, I'm trying to work with one hand, you will hold on to this plastic piece and you will just pull it straight up. Okay, this is the piece you want to remove, so there's no screws holding it or anything. And like I said, there are two more T27s just behind that plastic cover, so you can proceed and remove those guys. Once all the screws are out, the mirror will be completely loose and you can remove it. Now there is still a wire going from this mirror all the way into this dashboard. Actually there is like a connector underneath. You don't have to disconnect that mirror, it can just hang here for a while, because all you have to do here is remove this 10mm screw, and once this one is removed, what I will do, just use one of the screws you removed and attach the mirror back, so you don't have to worry about it breaking or something like that. So just proceed to remove this 10mm screw. Once you remove this one, like I said, just put the mirror back in place and secure it with one screw. You don't have to tighten it up or anything, just put it into the hole, so you don't have to worry about this thing breaking or falling down. Okay, so next thing we have to remove is a couple of 10mm screws as well. So there is one right here, one here, and now there's also one just behind this hinge from the front hood, all the way. I tried to record it somehow. It's like all the way just behind this this hinge. So once I remove these three ones, I will show you what kind of options you have to get that one out, because that's the worst one you'll have to remove to get this fender off. Okay, so I got these three out. So like I said, those are the ones on the edge here. And for the fourth one, to remove it, you would have to lower this hinge and then you'll be able to access it with your wrench. Now the right way to do it would be to completely remove the front hood, and then you can lower this hinge without the hood being on the way, and then you can access it. And that's how I would advise you to do it, but I'm just too lazy to do all that work. So what I will do, I'll have something stuck here, which will hold onto the hood while it's half closed, and that way I'll be able to get the access to that that screw with my wrench. So okay, I will lower the hood all the way to here. So this is holding it like this. And now, like I said, if I squeeze my hand, okay, let me zoom it out a bit. Okay, now if I squeeze my hand through here, I can get like my finger easily onto that screw and unscrew it with my wrench, so I don't have to remove the hood. And the third option for you would be, okay, just to remove these two screws and then support the hood down here with something, and then you can also lower this hinge all the way down to access the screw. It's up to you. Like I said, the right way is to remove the hood. It just depends how much work do you want to put into it, and that's the worst screw you have to get to. Once this one is out, everything else is pretty easy. So I will try to record how exactly I'm accessing that screw, so you can see it. It's right here. If I just squeeze my hand through the opening, I can just work it down, and it's actually not even too hard to do. I know there's a couple of other videos that will suggest you remove the hood. It's up to you. I didn't remove it and it's not too bad, so yeah. Okay, so this is that last one, and once you've done that, you will want to remove this black one right here. It's a Torx 25, and that one is also screwed into the fender. Okay, once all these screws are out and the one on the top here, you can again support your hood with a normal support. And now we'll move to the bottom of the fender. You'll have to remove a couple of Phillips screws. So this one, I'll try to record it. There's one right here and one is right here, both Phillips. And these two, this one and this one, are just plastic trim screws, so you just have to pry them out once you remove those two guys that I mentioned. You might want to turn the wheel all the way to the right, so that way you have enough access to remove these screws without any issues. Okay, so once I have all these four out, so like I said, two Phillips, and then I just had to use my flat screwdriver to come between here and pry this one out and the one at the bottom, because those are one-time use screws. So once you will be putting everything back together, it's a good idea maybe to get plastic trim screws and just pop them into these holes. But even if you leave these holes empty, it's gonna be fine. Okay, next you will just have to remove this black plastic nut, which is still holding this plastic. It's a 10mm, and once you remove that one, underneath it there are two 10mm screws that are holding the fender at the bottom. Okay, so this is the one. It's actually not plastic, it's metal, but it's, yeah, they really made it complicated. It's not too easy to pull it off, but so I had to use pliers to unscrew it actually. So it is what it is, but it has to get off, because then, like I said, you will get access to these two 10mm. Now for this one you'll need a dip socket, or just use your key, wrench key. Okay, once you get these guys off, the bottom of the fender will be completely loose. But there is one more screw right here coming from this side that's still holding it, so I will show you how to remove this one out. What you want to do here, you want to remove this this rubber wheel well cover out of the way, like this. And then there is some kind of heat shield inside. I'm trying to work with one hand here. We want to pull this out. because it's gonna be in your way. You can put it back in later once you have a new fender, and then you will get access to this screw right here. That one is easy to access. It's also 10 millimeters, so remove this one. This is the guy. And now we have the bottom part completely loose, the middle part, the top part. The next thing to do is remove two Phillips screws here at the front end. There is one here and the one here. This side doesn't have those plastic pins. So what you want to do, probably just turn the steering wheel all the way to the left side so the tire is not on the way, and you can use your Phillips screwdriver. Okay, once these two guys are out, now next thing you have to do, there is one 8 millimeter screw going from underneath up here into the fender. So you will need like an extension and just yeah, unscrew it pretty much. So I'm trying to record so you can see how to do it. Okay, this is the one 8 millimeter. It's a long one, so it's gonna take you quite some time to unscrew it. They really made it complicated for some reason. Okay, once this one is out as well and all this is loose, now there is one more screw holding it right here that's going from the fender to the bumper. And unfortunately you'll also have to remove the front headlight to be able to access it. I'll try to access it this way, but there is too much things on the way. I could maybe squeeze my hand, I don't know, but yeah, the easier way would be definitely to remove the headlight and then just unscrew that guy. So we can start by removing these three screws. This one, and this one. Okay, once you remove those screws, they're the only ones holding the headlight. You can see like the holes where they go, so you don't have to remove the headlight all the way. You can just leave it hanging on the wires, or if you want to remove it, just turn this one clockwise and yeah, you can remove it so it doesn't fall on the ground or something. Now this is the last one. I'm gonna show it to you. It's right here inside. This is the guy you have to still remove to be able to move this fender. They really made it complicated. And this screw is 8 millimeters. It's actually a nut, not a screw. I'll show it to you right now. Okay, that's the one. Once you remove it, be careful. There's still this pin. You'll see it here, I hope. There's still this pin in the fender, so don't pull it by force. You have to pull the front bumper towards yourself, so divide them pretty much. You'll see here, and this pin will just slide out from the holes on the fender. So don't pull it to the side. You have to pull it towards the front. Okay, now finally, by separating the front bumper and the fender, we've gained access to these two screws. They are both 10 millimeters, and once you remove them, the fender will go off. Okay, so these are those two last guys, and now for me to remove this fender, I will still have to just remove the mirror again, because it's on the way down here. If you follow my advice, just remove that screw that's holding your mirror, and then you'll be able to pull off the fender. If you're replacing the front left fender, the driver's side, you're done, you can just pull the fender off. If you're replacing the passenger side like I am, you still have to deal with the antenna. So once you remove the antenna, then the fender will go off. To remove the antenna, first you want to just unscrew this top part, which is very easy. And now what you will have to do next, you will have to unscrew this like a chrome metal ring off of it. Yeah, sometimes these antennas like to get stuck, especially on the older vehicles, but I was lucky on this one, so once I remove this ring, it's just gonna go through the fender and that's it. Okay, so once you move that, this is what you get, and then you just pull the fender up and the antenna will be out. Because you have, like you see, two holes here, one on this side and one on this side. So this is pretty much what's holding this metal ring. And that's it. This is how you remove the fender from 01 to 07 Dodge Grand Caravan. When I took mine from the salvage, the donor vehicle didn't have the front bumper or the headlights, so I was done quite fast. But yeah, this is quite a project if everything is in place, and it took me like almost 2 hours to remove it. Like if I did it now the third time, I would for sure be faster, but yeah, I hope this video will help you to remove and replace your fender. Okay, thank you for watching. If this video was helpful, please like it and subscribe to my YouTube automotive channel. Give me your support. I do my best to post new videos daily. On my channel you can find lots of how-to videos, do-it-yourself videos, car reviews, product reviews and other similar automotive topics.